I'm going to give you 6 habits that will make your life happier. Now, these are things I do. I do all of these things that I'm going to tell you. And honestly, does it work? For me, it does. The first happy habit: believe that you can have more happier moments. Okay, I'm not suggesting you can go all day entirely just in a happy mood, just like you can't go all day sad or angry or overwhelmed. Well, for some people with anxiety, I guess they can, but the point is, most of these emotions we feel, it comes and it goes. So I don't think you have to be happy all the time throughout the day, and that if you aren't, then that means you're not happy. We just want to have more happy moments. And you have to be able to believe you can have more happy moments. Believe that emotion, that happiness can come out at any time. And that you can control when that emotion comes out. If you believe that you can have more happy moments, you will have more happy moments. Okay, that's the first thing. Get your mindset right. So next we have smile more often. Like smile right now. Like just smile at me for these 3 seconds. Let's just feel better. It's so simple, but it really does a lot to make you feel better. To just smile. So smile more often. That's a habit that I use to feel more happy moments. Now I don't just like say, okay, I'm gonna smile more often and smile more often. I actually have systems in place to help me smile more often. So the first thing I do is whenever I see somebody and like we connect eyes and like we look at each other, I will smile. I will smile as I'm talking to them. For pretty much the entire time, I'm gonna be smiling at them. I'm only doing that so that I smile more often throughout my day because we see a lot of people, don't we? Like if you go out in the store, you're gonna see a lot of people. You walk around, you're gonna see people. Well, if you look at them, they look at you, and you connect. Like don't be creepy about it. Don't just walk up to somebody and hi. Like don't be creepy, But like if y'all walking, you know how like you glance at somebody and y'all catch eyes. Okay, well when that happens, smile at them. And it's twofold because now you're smiling. So you're getting the habit of smiling more often because you're linking see people to smile. So now you have a cue to smile. When people smile back at you, that is the most wholesome thing. Because like if you look around, most people are just straight faced or frowning or just look angry. Most people. But when you see somebody like, and then they look at you, and you smile at them, and they catch your smile and smile back, they're like, that makes me feel like $1,000,000. And all starts with me giving them a smile and them giving me a smile back. Now some people won't smile and that's okay. That's okay. Because most people will. So make it a habit to smile at people. That would really help you smile more often. Another little tactic I use is I think about my happy moments a lot more than bad moments in the past. I used to think about I used to think about the past in a bad way and everything that went wrong and rolled me. But then I read Psycho-Cybernetics, and that book basically told me that was the wrong way of thinking. That's failure thinking. And they gave me a new way to think, which is to reflect on past moments that made you feel good. And I practice that. I think about a lot of moments in my past that made me really happy. And just reflecting on those moments, I smile. And I smile hard. And I feel good inside because I'm thinking back on that moment. I'm reliving it. You know how like you can relive the past, you get angry, and you're like, bro, and I was for like you mad at me, and I was like, what are you doing? Like you actually get into it. Well, yeah, because your body can't tell what's real or fake. So when your mind drifts, it seems real to your brain. So you're gonna feel the emotions that come with thinking about something bad that happened in the past. You're gonna feel bad. You're gonna feel down. You're gonna feel angry, stressed, overwhelmed, whatever, wronged, right? Now imagine if you just switch from thinking of the bad to the good. Well, now you're gonna feel all the good emotions that came in the past. You're gonna feel great. You're gonna feel ecstatic. You're gonna feel light. You're gonna feel in control, and you're gonna smile a lot. And you're probably gonna laugh. Like I swear, if you hung out with me for one day, you would see me just start laughing or like smiling out of nowhere. And if you ask me why, I will tell you because I'm thinking about something that makes me happy. And the next thing you can do is just make yourself smile. Even when even when there's no reason for you to smile, like say you're just walking down the street to the mobile apps, just make yourself smile. Just do it, like, and then hold it for a little bit. And I promise you, if you do that, you will start smelling. Like, I'm already doing it. Like, I'm already, like, now I'm smelling more. Because I've already started smiling. And that, like, once you start smiling, all this good dopamine releases in your body. And you just feel these good emotions just from smiling. So if you can just consciously make yourself smile and hold it, you're gonna feel good. And your mind's gonna open up to all the good things around you. And that will be just another happy moment for you. So smiling more often will really bring in a lot of more happy moments. The next is look for the small things in life. There are so many things around here to just look at and get awed by. Like, you go outside, most people don't even look at the clouds in the sky anymore. But I swear, if you just went outside and looked at the clouds and just looked at it, you would feel happy. You would just be like, wow, that is beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Like, that's what would happen if you just went outside and looked at the clouds. Or think about when you're eating and you like, most people, they just eat and they don't really enjoy what they're eating. They don't slow down to just think, this is really good. Wow. I get to eat something this great. Or even when you get in bed after a long day. Most people, they just get in bed and they're like, okay. But imagine if you just got in bed and thought about how soft your mattress is and how warm your blankets are. And you just focused on that small thing in life. There are small things everywhere that we can look at and be happy in. And if you can make it that mindset where you, whenever you see something small and you just think, this is wonderful, you are going to feel way more happy moments. And this doesn't mean like, grab a water bottle and be like, wow, water. This is the most wonderful thing in my life. Like, no. Like, you don't have to see every single small thing, because there's large small things in our day-to-day life. That you don't have to look at everything, every single small thing, and just, wow. Right? But there are some times when you see something small, just stop and appreciate it. Enjoy it. And you will feel a lot happier than if you hadn't. Next on is say things you're grateful for throughout the day. There's a way to make it a habit to say more things that you're grateful for throughout the day, but I'm not going to get into that because that's for another video. But gratitude really works. And it's like, it's kind of cheesy because, you know, we grew up and, well, at least for me, like, we grew up and we didn't really say things we were grateful for, only on Thanksgiving. And even then, it was just like, like, I don't really, you know, it wasn't really important to me. But when I finally accepted that maybe this thing can work and I just start doing it and doing it and doing it, because even when I was saying things I was grateful for, it's like, in the beginning it was great because, you know, I was hyped up to see things I'm grateful for, but towards like in a week, I just kind of, it felt more like a chore to me. So I got to this point where I'm thinking, I'm grateful for life, I'm grateful for the sunshine, I'm grateful for that. Like, just going through the list as fast as I can to just be done with it because it felt like a chore. I'm saying this because that might be what happens to you. You're going to be motivated to say things you're grateful for, and you're going to be into it, and after a week, it's going to just become mundane and redundant, and then you got to think of new things to say you're grateful for, and you just don't feel like it, so it's going to become like a chore. And that's okay. That's okay. Because, I mean, it kind of is sometimes. But that doesn't mean quit. That doesn't mean quit. Keep doing it. Because there's going to be some moments where you're just going through the list because you want to go ahead and be done saying things you're grateful for and move on. And you're going to be like, yeah, I'm grateful for the floor, I'm grateful for the wall, I'm grateful for the ceiling. And you're going to pause, and you're just going to think, yeah, I'm actually really grateful for this room. I'm grateful for my walls. If I didn't have these walls, people could just look at me whenever they want to. Yeah, I'm really grateful for that. And my shoes. Yeah, I am real grateful for that. That I was able to get them. I'm so grateful for that. Like, you see, like, there's gonna be moments where you just actually get into the gratitude. And as you keep practicing, those moments happen more often. And that's just another source of a happy moment you can bring into your life. Alright, next, you want to focus on the roses and look at the crash. I don't want to suggest that you ignore any negative things that happen or things that affect you emotionally, and to throw on this toxic positivity or toxic happiness to have more happy moments in your life. Like I said, emotions, they come and go. So sadness comes in waves, anger comes in waves, everything comes in waves. And if you try to just, when you feel that anger wave coming or that sadness wave coming, and you try to block it with happiness, that's when it turns into toxic positivity. That's when it turns into toxic happiness, and that's when it becomes toxic to you. And this is something I speak from experience, because I had a bad case of toxic positivity to the point where it burned me down and left me in a bad place. And I don't want that to happen to you. So the only way that I learned how to stay, like, have more happy moments and not stay stuck in these bad emotions, even though it's important that you feel them, is by setting a time to look at it. So I focus on the roses. I focus on the positive more. I will look at the crash and look at the thing that's bothering me and look at the thing that's making me sad, and I have some time to really observe it and feel it and let it go through me. I'm not gonna wallow in it all day, because for a long time, that's what I used to do. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of cracking, but for a long time, that's what I used to do. I would wallow and wallow for days on end on the bad things, and that never made me feel better. It just made me feel worse. That's a tendency we all have. That's why I now have a time where I will allow myself to wallow. But notice how I said a time. I'm not gonna do it over and over and over. No, but like maybe I'll give myself 2 minutes to think, dang, this sucks. Wow. And then I'll just say, okay, well, 2 minutes is up. I know it sucks. I've let it out. So how can I find the good in it? How can I look back at the roses? And sometimes it doesn't even take 2 minutes. Sometimes, like one time, about a week ago, I was so excited to have some cereal. And I went to grab it in the kitchen. And I pulled it up before I knew it, all the cereal was coming down on the floor. Because somebody put it upside down. I just watched all my cereal fall on the floor. I couldn't even have it. I was so excited for it. And for 10 seconds, about 10 seconds, I didn't say to my mom, I'm going to be mad for 10 seconds. But for 10 seconds, I was like, oh my god, bro! Oh my god! And then after that, after those small amount of seconds passed, I looked for good and I said, you know what? I'm so grateful that I live 4 minutes from Walmart. I can really just go pick up some more cereal. This isn't that bad. So I looked at it and I was like, man, I felt that annoyance. And I just said, well, I felt it, so now let me look back at the roses. Alright? So next is, stop caring about things that are outside of your control. This one gets so many people. So there are two things we can look at. We can look at things that are in your control and things that are not in your control. Now, things that are not in your control, they're basically things that are not in your control. Like, if you're stuck in traffic, can you control traffic? If you snap your fingers, can you make traffic go away? No, you can't. There are so many things out there that we cannot control. But so many people will focus a lot first on the things they can't control, when they can easily just say, well, I can't control it, so whatever. Let's think about what I can control. And when you think about what you can control, now you feel more empowered, you feel better, you feel more determined, you feel more confident, and you feel happier because you know you can do something about this. Going back to our traffic example, you're stuck in traffic. You cannot control traffic. So what can you control? Your emotions. You can control who you reach out to. You can control calling your boss and saying, hey, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm going to be late. You can control a lot of things. Only if you ask yourself, what can you control, rather than focusing on what you can't control. That was the 6 habits that make your life happier. Pick whichever habit you want to do, whatever habit you want to choose. Practice that, and I promise you, you will feel happier moments, more happier moments. Throughout your days, your weeks, your months, your years, your life. Take action. Stay consistent. Make your goals happen. I'll see you later.